Spotlight, brought to you by the Isle of Man Arts Council.
Hi, it's me, Sarah Hendy, and as you can tell, this is a slightly unusual edition of Spotlight because we are live in Lorient. Halfway through Festival Week here at Lorient Festival Interceltic. Thank you for joining us for this special edition of Spotlight. As you can tell, things are really kicking off down at the Manx Cornish Pavilion. We share a stage and different acts from each country take to the stage at various times every day. So there's always music happening down here at the pavilion. And right now we can hear 3 Daft Monkeys from Cornwall playing in the background, who are doing a fantastic job. They've drawn in really quite a crowd. And if you're listening to Spotlight via podcast, you can also subscribe to the Lorient Interceltic Festival podcast channel at manxradio.com. If you're listening live, then head over to the Manx Radio website and get yourself subscribed for more interviews every single day. We've also got videos on Instagram, Facebook and across the Manx Radio website, so head along there if you'd like some visuals to accompany your interviews and music this festival season. So I'm sat here at the Lorient Pavilion, and actually just across the way there I can see a parade of pipe players who look like they're wearing Galician outfits, and they seem to be heading up the hill towards the Hotel Gabrielle. I'm imagining that at the Jardin de Luthier. I'm going to follow them and see where they go. So I've followed the pipe band through town. They were parading right the way through the town centre, and they've come up to the Jardin de Luthier where the Hotel Gabrielle is, which just so happens to be where our lovely Julia Ashby Smythe has her exhibition in Euroceltic art. Julia, it's your first time here at Lorient Festival Interceltic. How do you feel now that you're here? It's a long time getting prepared, but now here we are. Your exhibition is set up. You've had a couple of days to sort of welcome people through. What does it feel like to be part of this?
It is an amazing experience to be actually part of it, especially up in the Hotel Gabrielle. It's so restful in the gardens. It's a real treat because we've had thousands of people in through the exhibition, and trying to explain things in my very pidgin French is hysterical, but it is really good. It's if you've not been here, you've got to come. It's probably the most relaxed festival I've been to. There's so much to see, but you can get away into pockets of utter relaxation as well. So it's great. It is great.
Yeah. Lovely. And you're exhibiting alongside artists from each of the Celtic nations represented here at the festival. Have you met any of the other artists? Have you managed to have a little chat with anybody?
I've met them all. They're all really good. They're really great people, and each of us is so different. There's a potter from Cornwall, and he's got fishy, massive pots and massive dishes and jugs, and they're beautiful. The Irish girl is a batik artist, and she also plays the accordion and the whistle, so she's got people coming in, and you end up leaving because she's having so much fun in her room that you've got to go and check it out. The Scottish artist, she's a landscape artist. The Welsh artist is a photographer, so we're all really different, so it makes for a fascinating exhibition. It's great, and it's good to see so many people coming in. And I think because a lot of the people are from Brittany, they're well versed in their mythology, and so they really appreciate a good fairy and a good beastie. So it's really nice to be seeing them engage with my pictures. So that's really good too.
Yeah. And are you finding that there are any crossovers in are these pictures inspiring people from Brittany to tell any stories that they know of or share their folklore with you?
There are crossovers. They'll say, oh, it's like Merlin, because I think Merlin is quite a big thing here. And so the Manannan crosses over with some of their Merlin tales, and some of the witches and the storytellers and mermaids. There are lots of crossovers, and they've been telling me that I've got to see this illustrator and I've got to see this illustrator. And down on the Quai de Livre with all the books, and going past is just, it's like a magnet. There's so many fabulous illustrators to be able to go and meet and see. And so that's great, yes.
And there's one in particular showing his work down there that somebody mentioned to you, I think, Bruno Brusero, is that right? And I've heard on the grapevine he might be coming up to see your work as well.
Yes, he's either coming today or Friday. One of the ladies, we've got a group of wonderful lady volunteers who come and help man the exhibition and welcome people and do bits of translation, and she introduced me to Bruno's work, and then she said he's down in the festival and I've gone to see him and I've taken your cards and he's going to come and see you, so that will be fascinating, a meeting of strange minds, hopefully.
And you've brought some of your beautiful business cards. I mean, I feel like you could sell them for £10 each personally, but they're just disappearing by the bucket load, aren't they? This really is a wonderful place to be making connections with people from around Brittany and maybe even around the world.
It is. You do meet, there's not just people from Brittany, there's people from all over Europe, and even there's people from America, Japan I met yesterday, and yeah, I can't keep up with putting more and more business cards out. Luckily I had loads, but they're near all gone. It's amazing to see people taking them, and I've had loads of friend requests, and just the people saying, oh, this is you should look at this work and this work, and you should come over to Japan. And it is amazing to see these people. It's a real honour to be here and have this opportunity, so I'm absolutely delighted. It's great.
Gosh, America and Japan, I suppose because you're sort of based in one place, you're able to see all these people coming through and meeting all these people. You've got a real opportunity to speak to people. I had no idea there were people from that far afield coming over. It's quite incredible. And looking at your days, you're still, although you're so busy, you're still finding time to sort of tuck yourself away in the garden and get your sketchbook out. I saw you drawing something really gorgeous yesterday. It was like a sea urchin, spider, bat, mermaid or something. Are you feeling quite inspired here?
I'm drawing in the gallery. I've got a weeny little tiny sketchbook, and it's kind of a little bit of a protection thing. It's like, oh, I know what I'm doing if I'm doing this, and so then people come to talk to you. It's a useful opener as well. So I'm doing it in the gallery. There's never no one in there, if I can say that. There's always somebody coming in, and plus because I'm in the first room, people are willing to come up and talk to you, and children especially, they love just watching what you're doing. And so it is a bit of an opening, conversation opener as well. And so, yeah, it just feels, it's hard for me not to have a pencil in my hand and just doodle and see what comes out. I have no idea what comes out. So it was a bit of an umbrella stroke alien stroke spider crab kind of interbreeding thing. I don't know.
And when you're not in the gallery, you're able to sort of mill around and enjoy some of the music and dance and performance on offer. Have there been any bands or performers who've really stuck in your mind who you really enjoyed watching?
I was watching Mira Royal Trio yesterday she's in the competition, and actually brought a tear to my eyes. Is it Katie Lawrence who wrote the tune, the Glen Alden?
Glen Alden.
Was it Glen Alden? But it was just so beautiful. You can't explain just how much it moves you. So I've been enjoying the monologues. I've been over to the Welsh tent and watched the No Good Boyos. But you're wandering and you're drawn off by something in the background, and then you go and find where that's coming from, and you stand there for half an hour, and then you wander off to somewhere else. It took me 2.5 hours to walk from the gallery back to the hotel in a walk that takes a quarter of an hour, because I was drawn by something happening here and something happening here, and then someone's practicing in the back bit of a garden somewhere, and it's just, you can just plonk yourself down and watch the most amazing things happen, and fantastic musical melodies and instruments that you've never heard before. It's a wonderful place to be.
And we're just going to hop across the road because around about now, Sketh and Jurg should be getting ready for their big performance at L'Espace Marine over the road from the Hotel Gabriel.
So as you can hear in the background, the Galician performers are playing, it sounds like their pipes maybe. They were doing some singing as well, weren't they? And they've got tambourines out too. Sketh and Jurg are on next. What can we look forward to? What dances are you going to be doing?
Well, first it's ladies jig, and then we go into dance for 3. So that's most of Sked and Jurger in that dance, and then we go on to Shulnanin, which is Shulnanin, which is Manx for
Women's Girls Walk, yeah?
Yeah, and
That sounds like a really good lineup, and I hear you've got a dramatic costume change in the middle. What have you got to do?
I've got to change into a cabbage dress.
Cabbage dress. Is that your white ones with all the layers on?
Yeah.
Oh, I think they're lovely. They were featured on the official festival channels. They loved your costumes. I think you'll look fantastic, but is it a bit stressful having to get changed in the middle of a performance?
Yeah, but after that there's singing, and Dave and Jamie are doing a set as well. So they're just loads of different dances mashed together in one big
Manx dancing mashup. I like it. Wow, so you guys you're showing off all your skills. It's not, Sketh and Jurg aren't just dancers. You're all sorts of different things. And Tamsin, you've been here before to perform with the dance group. What's it like performing on L'Espace Marine? It's like one of the biggest venues in the festival, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is the biggest stage at the festival, and the sound is absolutely amazing. So when you're dancing, as soon as the music starts, you're dancing at a new level. We dance normally, but when you have all the musicians plugged in, thousands of people in the crowd cheering you on, yeah, I think we'll dance at another level, basically.
than I already am.
It makes you even more nervous than you were. What about you, Frank? You're used to performing in front of big crowds, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I did it in the year of the Australian with not Sked and Jurg, but like a different dance group that my mum put together with Tamsin and Brian and Grania and other Manx dancers, and I just think it was going to be good fun.
So can you tell me, what is the name of your group?
The name of the group is Invernia.
And where do you come from exactly?
We are from Galicia in Spain.
Do you come from a particular town, or are you from all sorts of different parts of Galicia?
This group is made by the union of 4 groups, and we are from Santiago de Compostela, Vedra, Estrada and Umbría.
And this is a really special year for you. How does it feel to be here representing your country in the year that Galicia is honoured at Lorient?
Well, we are very proud that year we are here in Lorient. Every year is special in Lorient, but this year maybe more because we are Galicians and this is the year of the Galice. So we are very happy and with a lot of proud of being here.
And in preparing for concerts where 4 different groups of musicians and singers come together, how did you practice?
Well, this group was made about one performance that we have the 4 groups, and at the end we start to play all together. We were really, the teachers and our leaders are the same, so we are friends before this, and so we decide that make a bigger thing and start working about this project.
It sounded absolutely beautiful, and I mean the singing brought a tear to my eye. It was so beautiful. How did you learn these traditions? Are these things that are passed down in your family maybe?
Well, we are...
Hola, Albert. Bonjour.
Bonjour. It's in English, but...
No problem.
No problem.
Well, we have our teachers and our directors, that we have 3 directors that are really working about this project, and they are working about these songs and these letters, and so they are all of we are is traditional, so it's things and songs that our past have sing and have played in the past, really.
And do you feel as though your traditional culture and your traditions are very much alive in Galicia? Do you feel like they are celebrated as much as you'd like to see them celebrated, or is it something that is perhaps a quieter culture?
Well, I think that here in Lorient is more value that culture. Not in Galicia. Well, it makes me sad, but in Galicia is not as value as here that the Celtic culture.
I think that's true for many of the Celtic cultures. A lot of the conversations I've had, that is true of many countries. So thank goodness we have a festival like this to celebrate. Do you have any more performances we can look forward to this week?
Well, we have 2 more Lorient Interceltic Stadium, and then we have some desfiles, and we have more performance this week.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we're going to hear some music now from Inyal, a band from Scotland, with singer Josie Duncan, whose vocals are just gorgeous. We watched them at the Scottish Pavilion last night. So enjoy this one. This one's called Chi Mi. that's all we have time for this evening. Thank you so much for joining us for Spotlight Live from Lorient. We'll be back next week on the Isle of Man, where I'll have more festival highlights for you. But in the meantime, do subscribe to Manx Radio's podcast channel, which is called Lorient Interceltic Festival, for daily updates, and also make sure you stay tuned to our Facebook and Instagram feeds for videos, pictures and updates from across the festival. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a lovely evening. Slán you.